Welcome everyone to a favourite course of mine, Rudding Park, and behind me is scene of the greatest shot I've ever hit, which is nearly 8 years ago when I had a hole-in-one here. There's even a new layout to enjoy today. So let's see how a low handicap gets on in these wonderful autumnal conditions. 380 yard par 4 to start, straight down, right to the miss, but we're going to hit it straight and we're going to have fun. Lovely start, a nice high straight ball. Might have spoke too soon, but that should be A1. Right, because of the autumnal wet weather, we are playing it up, or playing preferred lies as it's known. And my gracious host, John, has just stuck it to tapping range with his second, so kudos, and thank you for having us. It's about 30 yards, but downwind and downhill, so I'm going to have to get a bit cute with this early on, which is probably not ideal at the start. Never mind. That's to sit. Okay, right behind the flag and an uphill putt. I'm happy. Okay, let's have a study, shall we? 12 feet up the hill, ever so slightly right to left. Greens look good. Let's get off to the best possible start. Well, if there's ever something you could bank on, it's me probably leaving it short on the first. But par to start is not to be sniffed at, albeit I'm one behind John already. That was a nice solid start, which I can't always say about my game. And now we've got a shortish par 4. 280 playing 261, all the trouble is left, so where do you not want to go? Left. And wind's right to left, so that's interesting. Well, it's literally bang over the wall and about pin high. Well, I guess fiddly seems to be the order of the day. I missed it on the right side of sorts, literally the right. But everything's running away from me again, so I'm going to have to get floppy with it. Just hit a gigantic piece of mud on my backswing, but it has not hampered me. Go! Not a tapping, unfortunately. An absolutely horrible 4-footer where you have to aim outside the hole, or at least I think I do. But only just. But this to go under par, which is exactly what I was dreaming about last night. Straight in the middle. Come on the meat. 1 under par. It's all downhill from here. Or not. Right, one of the benefits of playing in the winter months is you get the forward tees. So we're not behind the pond and playing 440 yards into quite a strong breeze. So this is more like 400, so I need a good drive either way. Step 1 completed. That's a great drive into the wind. Okie, after an absolutely stonking drive, I've got 130 adjusted to that flag. It's white, so that means it's at the back. I'm on the limit of a 9-iron, I feel like, into this wind, but I don't want to bring a long into play with an 8. So there we are. Aim at the middle of the green. That's pretty good. On the line. Oh yeah. Been to a lovely wedding at that venue. It is a great spot, this, with the hotel and spa as well. Well worth a visit, I would say. And we have ourselves another birdie putt. Exceeding expectations so far, especially if this drops. Oh, I thought I'd hold that. Thought I'd navigated the leaves perfectly. Turns out I didn't. However, I have made an absolute pig's ear of this hole in the past, so to come away with a steady 4 is very nice indeed. Here we go then. off to a lovely start. And a 360 yard par 4 straight downwind, so could get some air time here if we're lucky. Well, that's straight at the flag. Absolutely no idea, and I'm going blind. Sorry for the machinery noise, they're just collecting those little sausagey things that they cut up when they're scarifying the greens. The only time I'll talk about sausages in a negative way anyway. Just a little chip on, tee shot's gone 310, which is nice for the ego. Alright, 5 feet for birdie. You can just about see one of my favourite ever golf holes creeping up into the background. But alas, birdie putt to think about first. Let's just knock it straight into that bucket. No complaints from me if it goes in. Make it make sense. I left it 2/3 of the way. Here we go then, the scene of my greatest ever golf shot with an 8 iron, so we're already moving away from that. We've got 9, it's 136, and what I wouldn't give to follow that. Be good. Oh, I'm glad I didn't hit 8. I've still gone long with a 9 iron. Well, I'm very pleased about having preferred lies. This is going to test all my skills. I think my only option is just to poke it and land it just right at this snot rag and just let it dribble all the way down. Just a bit fiery, pretty good though. Needed to hit that very thin flagstick. Well, John's been just given a concession. Can I have one? Yeah, this is every bit of 6 or 7 feet. Ugh! Little ring around the rosy and used all the hole, but what a 3. Just managed to use the old Justin Rose hips to get the ball in the hole on the last. What a sensational 3. Good when you're confident. Right, par 5. Unfortunately straight into the wind. Not even sure I can cover the creek up the left. It's as good as I can hit it on a fantastic line. I can't wait for it all to come crashing down, but it's good so far. Well, I've not come here to muck about. It's 237 up the hill, but into the wind, so probably play more like 255, which translates to a 3 would hit well. Emphasis on hit well. I'm not aiming left and trying to hit a fade because apparently I just can't do it. Well, I've struck it well. Guess where it's gone? Left. It's actually deceptively warm today. And this hole was playing deceptively longer than I thought. I've still come up short, even though I struck my 3 wood quite well there. But this is fine. I'm not in any trouble. I think if I just land this on with a little bit of swaz, we'll hopefully be getting close. Ooh, sit, 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 sit. Too hard. Yeah, so very wasteful. I could easily be tapping in to go to 3 under, but that's golf for you. Never quite works out how you planned, and that's the fun that it is. Oof. Good up and down in the end. Scrap everything I said about a poor chip. Yes! 2 under. Okay guys, idea here, just to keep going, keep playing the way I've been playing. That guy could be in danger if I hit a good one, but we won't worry about that. We'll just aim for him. Oh! About 2 yards right of him. Sorry about the shout, just in cases. 89 yards. With the wind, more like 80. You good? Yeah. Nicely under the hole. Should be an uphill putt. Let's see if I can hole another. Don't know about you guys, but these autumnal colours are just unbeatable. I love it. You just have to hope for a nice day to enjoy it, I suppose. I'm definitely enjoying it. This for 3 under. That's a horrid putt. Could never bring myself to aim far enough left to right and then just shoved it massively. I'll tap. Well, that snuck in on the left as well. That was the opposite. Apart, in the end, I'm happy. Still 2 under. Well, everybody's had a different opinion on yardage and distance here. I'm going to stick to my 150 claim and wind pretty much straight off the right. So it's just a nice 8-iron. Just aiming inside the right-hand bunker. Look at that sneaky view in the distance as well. That is nice. That was not a nice shot. Thin and squirty and bunker. Well, I need my short game to bail me out. Thankfully, this bunker looks lovely. I've got a bit of green. If I kind of duff it a little bit, it should roll down. But I'm trying to land it on the flat part, about 15 feet short, and it should roll up. I did exactly what I said and kind of duffed it into the slope. It just drifted right, but very happy with the result. Now I have managed to leave one of these distance putts 2/3 of the way, so could do with sorting that out. Phew, that's a good save after a poor tee shot. That's nice to see. All facets of my game firing currently, but still 10 holes left. 2 par 5s on the trot though, not that I've played this one well before. That's not carried it back, I've just pile driven that up the left. I don't know what's over there, but I think it's fine. It's left of the trees. Well, I didn't actually know this, but I'm absolutely fine over here. It opens out a bit. Wall, not an issue unless I thin this. 220 front, so probably going to come up short, but I don't want to hit 3-wood from the rough if I can. Don't really want to hit the hybrid either, but we will. Get over the bunker. Oh, get over it. Oh, that's so lucky. That came out really low. These holes where the wind's left to right have been my arch nemesis forever. Luckily, got a bit of luck. 71 yards flag. Let's give ourselves a nice birdie putt. We can. I've got very lucky here. Oh, it's got to get up. Oh no, it doesn't. Wow, that was a hard bounce. Stay there. Okay, I'm on the correct level at least, but not as close as I'd have liked. Not a bad result in the end. It's a missed green, but it could be a 0 putt. Stay up. That's it. Don't worry guys, camera just fell over. That's why the change of angle. Nothing to worry about. Solid enough. Not a well played hole, but a par is great. I am delighted with that front 9. I feel like I even missed a couple of opportunities, if that's even a thing. But the back 9 is where the changes are, so I'm looking forward to them. And this is a gettable par 5 if I can get this in play, which is not a given after the last. Struck well. Hold your line. It's just right of the water. Yeah, that's good. Right, this should be fun. Pins at the front left, and I can only just see the top of it over a mound, and it's 182. So I'm going to try and access that part of the green with a rope hook 6-iron, because then if I leave it outright, I should have green to work with. That's the plan anyway. Oh, I've done it. I've done it with aplomb. Oh, that could be absolutely out of this world. Definitely oversold my approach. I've now got to navigate the Himalayas. I don't even think my chipping can save me here, so I'm going to put it up and over. Oh, that's a great read. I thought it was going to get kicked to the right early, and it never did, and just went left. I feel like I deserve to make this, but that's not really how golf works. Had it right originally. Now I'm struggling to save me 5 after all that. Thought I might be making an eagle. Alright. Not great, but still a 5, I'll take that. Bit of a shame that it's just started drizzling, but this is such a good hole. It's 148 playing 138. It's also downwind. I'm trying to hit it like 128, so it's just a chipped 9-iron. Be the right distance. Oh, it landed in the massive upslope. Somehow 2-putt this and run off a very happy individual. I landed 2/3 of the way up the slope and ran all the way back down. Keep going. Not bad. Giving myself a chance. Hard to know exactly how hard to hit that. Huge sigh of relief. Righto, playing some lovely golf. Got away with it a bit there. We do have a shortish par 4 at 340, but it is into the wind this time, so I'll probably play more like 360. I'll pretend I went for the early tee pickup. I actually just lost my balance. It's good, very good. This is another one of the newer holes, but I've been led to believe there's even newer ones than this. And this is kind of the Rudding Park way, these like lovely bunkers protecting the holes, especially if they're shorter, making it a lot more tactical. I've got 81 yards. I'm aiming at the middle of that tree just behind the flag because the wind's into off the right. I think if I try to hit this 85, I won't be far off. That's what I did. Need a bit of spin. Didn't really get it. We're putting. I don't know how close it actually is though. I've got to see Paul's put over a similar line, so not really an excuse for getting that wrong, but I'm sure I'll find one if I don't hit a good putt. That's a lovely played hole and a lovely birdie 3. 3 under.
That was in as soon as it came off your putter face.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Good read from you. What a gorgeous par 3, and look at those colours. I honestly think autumn's my favourite time of year to play golf, just for that. Looks incredible. Needless to say, it's the signature hole, and it's about 136 adjusted, so it's a full 9-iron. I'm holding the finish for aesthetics, whether it's good or not. There's a tiny bit left of it. I do think that sometimes you should just stop and appreciate how good some places are and how aesthetic they are. Could be working, it is Monday, but I'm not. I'm on the golf course and putting for birdie from the fringe. It always felt weak, and then there was a thought in my mind where I thought it was reaching, but it came up an inch short. Good par considering I thought my tee shot was a long way short. I'm sort of hitting into the abyss here, I've no idea. I've been told just to the right of the V in the trees in front of us is where the green is. This used to be a beautiful par 3 and there's now a short par 4, so it's a bunt driver. Yeah, just a little fade towards that V. Won't be too far off.
Might be on the green.
Oh, might be on the green. Well, this is going to be a wonderful addition, but they're letting the green bed in, which is completely understandable. So I've gone long of pin high in the end. Luckily not in the water hazard. That bunt went further than expected. That's where I wanted to land it. That'll work. I've got a feeling of deja vu here. Like 5 feet for a questionable birdie, but I'm putting it on the scorecard if it goes in as authentic. I've lipped out of a bucket. That takes some skill. Well, it's a good par of sorts. I've conveniently forgotten what score I'm on, which is probably a good thing. And this was always my favourite hole on the course, actually. And it was a shame when they closed it. And now it's back. 330 yards, tight tee shot. So I've gone for the 4-iron. I love you, 4-iron. That was a magnificent strike. How nice does that look? And to get to do what I do, play golf with lovely people who've invited me to play places like this, it's an absolute honour. So thank you, John, and thank you to you guys for making this possible. And we have 104 but into the wind, so I want a 110 shot. I've gone for my 50 degree. Just take a bit off it. Oh, I kind of pulled that, but more towards the middle. Right, very safe approach. 20 feet or so, slightly downhill and ever so slightly right to left, I think. Not quite as downhill as that. I may have had the pace. I'll tap. Phew. Good tappinage, if that's a word. Right, another one of the big changes. This used to be an exceptionally difficult par 4 and has now become a par 5. If we were off the white tees at the bottom, it's a completely different gravy to this, and it's about 470 according to John. Struck well, just a tiny pull. Absolutely fine. Pretty much in line with the mark post now, which is what I wanted to do. Now I remember, this green was being built last time we were here, so the green is way short of it from the old hole. It's about 205 to that flag. It looks longer, but that's what the sat nav, the laser says. I've pulled it. Get lucky. Oh, that took a brilliant bounce. Great strike, just in the wrong direction. Well, I needed a bit of luck and I've got it. I don't think the tree's an issue. Need a bit of height because I think it's going to run away from me. Just aim it slightly left. Take my chance. Gotta go. Nowhere near hard enough. I got scared unnecessarily, making a bit of a meal of this. But I backed myself to get up and down about 8 out of 10 times here. Oh, it's so wet there. What a mess we're making. This would be massive to keep the bogeys off the card. How does it end up there? That's as good a putt as I can hit without touching the hole. But it is a 6. Pain. Right then, so this is the normal 17th, but it's off a mat today while they renovate the new hole with more ponds and cool stuff like that. So it's 110 playing 100, but downwind. Pulled it again. Yeah, good for distance, just a tiny tug. Right, this would be a wonderful bounce back after a dreary 6. Oh, I didn't think that really had a chance, and then it really dove at the end, but never had the legs. Classic Johnny. Right, final hole of what has been a thoroughly enjoyable round. The weather's played ball, so has the golf. Shouldn't have said that. But I think we can all agree that the changes are a positive one. This course is already good. It's going to be even better. It's going to be difficult from there. That hurt my entire body. Whoopsie daisy. Well, I thought I'd be cataclysmically boned over here, but it was so bad that it stayed short of the real danger. I've got a line, albeit I've got to keep it low. That's the difficulty. It's like 136 flag, but I'm going to have to try and roll it up there a little bit, and it's wet. So 6 iron, aiming just inside the bunker to hit a draw. I've got to hit it fairly firm, I think. Wish me luck. It's got work to do to get there. Somewhere near the front edge, just didn't get up off the ground, needed a bit more heat. Actually, some way onto the green, so we can put it at the very least, not my forte, up the hill into the wind. So I'm going to have to give it a whack. Huge thank you to John for having us at Rudding Park today. It's been lovely. Great golf course with great memories, and we'll be even better with 2 putts here. No! Tells you all you need to know that I thought that was 10 feet by initially, so 6 inches short. Thank you so much everyone for watching. 2 under par. Brilliant round of golf if I say so myself. See you next time. Goodbye.